Hey everybody, this is Kim Danke, your fast track instructor. Welcome to the Lap 7 Saturday night fast track webinar. So the great thing about this webinar is that if you have participated from Sunday night to Saturday night, you are at the last lap, okay? If you haven't participated live, I do hope that you have been catching up with those throughout the week. I do record them and put them into the website. If you are on Facebook and you're a member or you're not a member, please do us a huge favor and hit the share button. Shibboleth is a ministry. We do not have a marketing department. We do not have an advertising department. If you could click share for us, it certainly helps us get the word out. And I'm going to let you know, everybody needs this, whether or not they need it to return from some place they don't want to be now, or they want to learn how to not get in a spot they don't want to be with their health, then this is important for them. If you are watching on Facebook, please take a few seconds to say hello, how much weight you've lost on Shibboleth, and let me know if I've got somebody watching who's not a member. I want to make sure that you are aware of that. Y'all give me some hearts on Facebook. If you are in the Zoom room, welcome. And if you will, find your chat button. Whether you're on your phone or your computer, find where your chat button is. Then you see all panelists. Click there and then choose the option for all panelists and attendees. That way, when you type in questions or comments tonight, everybody will be able to read them. And when I am answering, it won't be like I'm answering a random question out of the air. If you are in the Zoom room, please say hello, how much weight you've lost this week, how many perfect days you've had this week, and if you're excited about the treasure that you have before you in Shibboleth. Hey, Patricia, so glad you are here. That's awesome. Hang out with us tonight. And tonight is actually lap 7, so it's wrapping up my course, my week, and you're going to see some really awesome features that we have to offer with a Shibboleth membership. Okay, so you're going to hang on for that. Hey, Michelle, thank you. I love being with you, Michelle. Thank you for joining on the weekly accountability meeting today, and thank you for sharing, Michelle. Patricia is asking, what's a perfect day? So a perfect day is a day where we're doing the right thing for our health. We simply get in enough water, and we'll talk about that. I'll teach you all of that starting tomorrow night. That's actually tomorrow night's webinar. I'll teach you that tomorrow night. You get in enough water. We're going to journal our foods, meaning write down what we eat, because that helps us be more aware. We're going to eat in the right food combinations. What that means to you is that we're going to eat in a way that controls insulin, okay? Controls insulin. Because insulin is a fat storage growth hormone, and we don't want to store new fat if we're trying to burn off old fat. And then portion control, we're going to portion control, and then we are going to learn about eating reasonable through the day, maybe breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And then if you needed it, a freebie, an extra, or a snack. So those are the 5 things, Patricia, that we do having a perfect day, okay? And when you are living the Shibboleth lifestyle, it's really a management system. So we take a month, and when you're trying to lose weight, you don't want to have more than 6 what we call holidays in a calendar month. The other 24 to 25 days need to be perfect. You will get results if you do that. You can lose up to 10% of your body weight in the first month doing all the things, okay? So hang on tonight and have a look, but tomorrow night you can see that as our webinar. If you would like to join, please go to shibbolethdeals.com. So shibbolethdeals.com. And then when it asks how you heard about Shibboleth, you can write in the name of the person that told you about Shibboleth. If you heard about it on Facebook, Google, or etc., you can just write that in too. But if you heard about it from an actual person, put their name in. We like to thank our members for sharing. We like to love on them, okay? Let's see, over in the Zoom room, hey, CC. CC has lost 6 pounds. Yes, very excited but overwhelmed with the learning curve. I gotcha. Thank you, Michelle. I appreciate it. Cece, that is great. You are doing well. What I want you to remember is that we have a lot of unlearning to do. Okay. So the unlearning also comes along with learning. So unlearning is part of the learning curve. So just keep plugging along and you'll get even better results and you'll do it. Okay, Christy, back from a few days hiatus. Just need to be here to hear what you have to say. A little discouraged. Christy, I totally understand. Was your hiatus planned holidays or frustration? Let me know. Because the reason I want to know if it was planned is if you had a couple of planned holidays, that's okay. We just get right back to business. What I want you to know about this, Christy, this is a management system. It's going to give you a way to manage the absolute most important thing that you can manage in your entire life, your health. Your health. We as people are hyper focused on what that scale says. We should be eating like this anyway. So whether we actually get results on the scale or not, we should be eating like this anyway. Kathy Ware, I'm glad you're on here. Get back with us, girl. We should be eating like this anyway for our health. So think about this. Even if we never lost any weight, which don't worry, we will. Even if we never lost any weight, eating like this is good for our health. And last week on my weekly accountability meeting, I had everyone tell me their one word why. Every single person said health. So they were actually more focused on health than weight loss. Okay. But when you are focused on your health, you get a nice little side dish of weight loss. All right. So let's not let that lying scale discourage us. That scale lies daily. All right. It's a big fat liar. And it only tells the truth really about weekly. Okay. So we need to be eating like this anyway. Keep in mind, Christy, that we have a lot of years of habits to unhabitize. I'm making stuff up. Unhabitize. We've got to unhabitize that. And we've got to move forward in our new habits. Let's see. Yeah, they weren't planned holidays. Okay, but they were holidays. Okay. They were holidays. Call them what they were. Make sure, Christy, please go into your journal and call them holidays. Even if you don't remember what you ate on those days, go ahead and journal that they were holidays. Please do that. Okay. Guess I'm too focused on the scale and see so many with quick results. I don't have much to lose. So I wonder if that's creating unreal expectations. So what I would do is I would mark it every single day. Christy, you are only trying to be better every single day than you were the day before. Don't look at anybody else. That is one of the problems that we've got in this world. You know, we're looking at other people and seeing what's going on. And that's the only thing that we really have to compare to, especially when it's like this, in our face, 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 in our face. I could keep doing that. Do you see how annoying that is? That is very annoying. It's in our face all the time. And it makes you think that that's the way that it should be for you too. And we're all different. We're all different. But I want you to focus on your health, Christy. I want you to focus on relearning the habits that we need to do in Shibboleth. You are going to get amazing and great results. I want you to think about we're all going to the beach, all right? And we all can take a different route to the beach, but we're all going to get there. We are all going to get there and you'll get there too. But Christy, just keep plugging along. Keep plugging along. Okay. You got it. It works. And of course, I want to see great results super quick for everybody else too. But you can do it. You got it. Glad you're here. All right. We're going to go ahead and get started. Thank you for bearing with me through all of that. I hope that it helped somebody. I think it always does. Okay. We're going to get over here to the Shibboleth website. Yes, Debbie, health focus. Let's focus on health. If you focus on health, sometimes it's a lot easier to focus on health than weight loss. Because you know what? You might actually say, you know what, I'm not so unhappy with myself. I'm going to eat that. But maybe you say, I really shouldn't eat that because my sugars were this at the doctor's office. When I had that blood work come back, my triglycerides were this, or my whatever numbers were like this. We got to focus on that health. And when you focus on the health, you lose weight. You get the side benefit of weight loss. All right. Another thing in focusing on health is that we are focused on getting off excess fat. That's the fat that is going to come off quickly. Christy, I would also like to suggest that you submit for a journal review on the days that you did journal. Submit for a journal review so that we can look at anything and just give you any advice or feedback. That is a perk of being a Shibboleth member. You get free journal reviews, free mentor appointments. Okay, so schedule a mentor appointment. Make sure that you utilize all of the features of your website. We don't want you to feel afraid to use the features of our membership. Okay, so y'all go and use them all. Nobody will be annoyed with you. We've been there, we've overcome, and we want nothing more than to see you do the same. So utilize all of the features. That's why we're here. That's why we're here. That is our mission. That is our goal, to help you. All right, so we're going to click on dashboard. If you are a brand new member, your fast track should be popping up first. But if you've been playing around in the website and you are not right there on fast track, you just click on dashboard and then your fast track should pop up first. Do you see this instructor page that's right here? And then over here, another dashboard. These actually only show up for a new member once all of the boxes are checked off and completed in fast track. And that's what you've been working on this week. So we're going to do fast track lap 7. Keep in mind that this video right here is a video tutorial of the items that are on lap 7. Now, remember, I've told y'all that I rearranged some things in fast track, and part of what's on here, specifically this personalized meal plan part, it's actually in the video for lap 6 because I had it there to start, but then I rearranged some things. I will be remaking these videos soon. So I would suggest that you watch this little video first, just so that you can get an idea of what you're going to be completing on this lap. Then what you do is you take your mouse and you hover over that link. That black box is going to pop up. You read that black box. That black box is there to tell you why you are doing this task and to let you know any special instructions that you might need to know about doing that task. If you're on a phone, you just lightly touch on that information eye right there. But I do have to say, if you have access to a computer, you might enjoy this just a little bit more if you will look at a computer versus the phone just while you're in fast track. Okay, it'll show up bigger and it'll just be a better view if you have access to a computer. Okay, we highly encourage you to schedule I can't read today. Schedule an appointment with one of our 5-star reviewed mentors. Y'all, we have over 400 5-star reviews from our mentors. So this is not some little game we're playing. We're serious about helping people. This is a great time to get to know them and ask any questions that you still have after participating in the fast track week. Don't delay, schedule today. When you are scheduling, when you are on the scheduling website, have a look at the other types of mentor appointments you can schedule at any time. Okay, so I'm gonna click here. It's going to take you to this website called mentor.genbook.com. Actually, we have 410 reviews now, all 5-star. Okay, so right here, by phone, you could schedule a getting started mentor appointment. But if you have already done fast track, you probably don't need a getting started mentor appointment. This is for people who don't even know to start at fast track, which you really shouldn't not know to start at fast track because your welcome email says go to fast track. But if you feel like you needed that one, you could. But there's also a website walkthrough. Honestly, if you have done fast track, you really shouldn't need a website walkthrough either because it takes you through everything. But if you want more personalized help, then schedule that one. This one is the one that a lot of people want to schedule. Now, honestly, after you've completed Fast Track, we've looked at the food library. We've looked at picking your favorite lean proteins, your favorite fibers, carbs, your favorite, all the categories. We've looked at the recipe library. We've looked at the restaurant guide. I don't think I went over coach mode meals today. I mean, this week, I'll mention those in just a minute. There's coach mode meals on there. And today we're going to go over a meal plan generator. We got all kinds of things. But if you still want some more meal plan help, and then this is the one that I think is a good one to schedule. If you've really paid attention and fast track this week, then you don't need the getting started. You probably don't need the website. I would talk more about food. Okay, so this one right here is the one that you would schedule. This one right here, it says Mayday. All right, so I would love to have some responses. If you are in weight loss mode, how many holidays can you use in a calendar month? You can go up to how many holidays? 6. Awesome, CC. You can use up to 6 holidays in a calendar month. If you go to schedule a 7th holiday, awesome, Deb. If you know how to, if you go to schedule a 7th holiday, guess what it's going to call it? It's going to call it a blow it day. And you know what we say? Awesome, Michelle. We say it's time to call for a May Day. This May Day appointment should be used. If you are clicking and it's going to be your 7th holiday, and don't be afraid, it's going to give you a diet devil on there. But that's okay. That's okay. We're learning. It's all right. But it is going to do that to remind you, ooh, I don't want one of those things again. Call for a May Day. Please utilize the perks of your membership. Okay, so that's what that's for. And then journal review. If you want them to specifically go over what you have already eaten, that's when you would schedule a journal review. Or you can just submit for one on the website and they can just have a look. In fact, I'll go show you that right now. So once you have scheduled an appointment, then you go click right there. All right. So I'm going to go here to journal real quick. Do you see this button right here? Oops, I need to pick my day today. Intermittent fasting. Okay, do you see this right here? It says submit for journal review. Click there. And then you just tell them what you want them to look at. Do you have a specific question for your coach? You just submit that and you request review. They're going to reply. All right. So that is how you submit for journal review. So once you've scheduled an appointment, please, I was talking to Missy Shibboleth today. When you see the names Joni Shibboleth, Kim Shibboleth, Missy Shibboleth, Amy Shibboleth, Joan Shibboleth, Laura Shibboleth, when you see those, that's not their last name. That is just the name they're using for an alternate Facebook account to be able to work in the Shibboleth Facebook groups. So that's not their last name. That's just the way that it is. But if you have a mentor appointment during the day, you're probably going to get Joni and occasionally Kim, which is not me, Kim. And if you have a mentor appointment at night, you're going to be talking to Missy. These are also the ladies who work this chat feature right here too. So make sure you use this chat feature just at any time. So they work Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. If it is a question outside of that time, just post it in one of the Facebook groups and plenty of people will answer it for you. Okay. So I like to call us members supporting members backed by the Shibboleth team. So our members help each other out so much. So if they're not available, you can just ask in those groups. Okay. The next thing I want you to do is I want you to sign up for these text notifications. All right. Text the following keywords separately. You have to send them separately to the text number 888-831-1207 to stay up to date on all things Shibboleth. Get notified when instructors go live and or have announcements. So you're going to text the word Travis by itself, Travis, to that 888 number. You're going to hit send and you'll get a response saying you've been added. The next thing you're going to send is my Jason. My Jason is squished together. Don't let your autocorrect separate it. It's going to want to separate it. So when you go up there and it wants to separate it, if you look, if it's auto-filling, you go ahead and choose the one that's in quotes at the beginning and it'll put it together. But My Jason, if it separates it, just go back in there and fix it, take that space out, then hit send. Okay, so that's how you're going to find out about all things Shibboleth. And then I make a little caveat here. I am aware that this video says a different number. I'm also aware that it says to text Kimmy, but that's me. I am not using the text anymore. I'm saving those for Jason and Travis. Texting and all that is extremely expensive. So I'm just saving that for them. And the one I sent the one out tonight on Travis's. So just Travis and Jason, My Jason is all you need right now. Once you have texted those two numbers, you just click this box, okay? Let's see, CC. Do they do it for one day or can they do it for a week? Yeah, they are great. Oh yeah, they can do it for one day. Just say to them in that little box how far back you want them to look and they'll go look at it for you. Okay, the next thing we're going to do, well, actually, before I go to do the meal plan generator, I'm going to click up here in the food library. After you get finished with Fast Track, you're pretty much going to use this green button up here, the resources, foods, and recipes for your finding food library, recipe library, and stuff. So I'm going to click here on food library. And you see right here where it says categories on the right-hand side, and in the center, there's the categories and then their description right underneath them. I'm going to scroll down here. Do you see right here where it says Coach Mode Meals? The thing about Coach Mode Meals is just gives you other things and ideas to eat. See, what Shibboleth is, it is a treasure, and you are on the treasure hunt. This is meant to be fun. X marks the spot. It's Shibboleth. That's the X. We got to get around and find everything in here, okay? Coach Mode meals are just other things that you can eat, but they are highly calorie controlled, where not everything else, is like super calorie controlled. We can just measure with our portions, but Coach Mode meals are typically under 300 calories and so forth. But you can click there, and when you click there, it just gives you some real simple meals to look through. So basically, this is just more meal ideas. And I highly suggest that you click on it and read it. So berries, yogurt, and hemp flakes parfait. And you can read what it says. You can view it in the store if you want to buy some hemp flakes, and you can click there to read the recipe. So this is just another place to find lots of meals, because all we're doing in Shibboleth is learning what we need to eat in a way that controls insulin. We're putting our water into play, writing down our foods, portion controlling, and learning to stop grazing, because that's hurting us. All right, so I just wanted to show you the Coach Mode meals because I got concerned all of a sudden that I hadn't done that this week. Okay, so we're going to make some meal plan. This amazing tool will help you see many options for a personalized meal plan. Click a start date, choose the type of meal ideas that you would like to see, then click generate. 3 breakfast, lunch, dinner, snack, and freebie ideas will be generated. For each item that you are not interested in eating, you uncheck the box. Once you have read through each item, scroll to the top, click Generate New. For the unchecked ideas, new items are going to generate. You just keep doing that until you get a meal plan that you like. The reason it gives you 3 breakfast, 3 lunch, and 3 dinner for basically a 7-day meal plan is that most people, once they've bought some food, eat it a couple of days and then use it up. So that's why it's not 7 full out. If you want something different for every night of the week, just do 2 meal plans. That's okay. So now I'm going to the meal plan generator. In the future, if you want to find the meal plan generator without having to go through Fast Track, do you see my profile picture right here? Then we've got these blue menu items here. You simply click on meal plans. right there, and it takes you right there. All right, so we're going to click a start date. I'm just going to choose today's date. I'm hoping it lets me because I do so many of these and it only lets you create one for 7. I might need to, you know what, I'm going to go and delete that one that way. Okay, so there's my start date. Do you remember the coach mode meals that I just showed you? If you only want to see a variety of coach mode meals, you just click this box. But that's not what we're going to do today because you could just go to coach mode meals and read through those. Okay, so I don't really feel like this one needs to give me this. But do you see where it says type? There is a drop down menu right over here to the right. It says simple. Click on there and then you get to choose. Do you want simple meals? Do you want meals based on recipes or do you want mixed? I'm going to do mixed because it just gives me a great opportunity to show you how it works. I'm going to click generate. Okay, so it generated some breakfasts, lunches, dinners, etc. So I'm going to have a look at this. Okay, crustless ham, cheese, and broccoli quiche. So this is a recipe. Okay, cut pie into 6 to 8 slices, and you may have one serving as a category 4+2 plus condiment meal. It even tells you how to journal it, which is great. So here's your shopping list. It would be Canadian bacon, broccoli, Kraft fat-free shredded cheese, really any fat-free shredded cheese, whole eggs, and then milk, Kroger Cardmaster non-fat milk, which could also be the fat-free Fairlife milk if you don't have Kroger's near you, okay? And then you come down here. I actually think that sounds pretty good. So I'm going to leave that checked. All right, let's see right here. Julian Bakery Paleo Protein Bars, any flavor. And it even says that this one's, see where, remember simple? Coach mode meals are pretty simple. So you're going to see some of those listed out right here. I'm not going to look for that in the store. So I'm going to uncheck that, okay? All right, Kashi Go cereal with Kroger Carbmaster, Fat-Free Fairlife, or Egg Whites International. There are several flavors of Kashi Go lean cereal that are approved. Check the food library for other options. It must be served with Kroger Cardmaster, Fat-Free Fairlife, or Egg Whites International. Egg Whites International is available for purchase at our Shibboleth store. This meal counts as a perfect pairing in the journal. Counts as a perfect pairing because what a perfect pairing is, it's something that does not follow our combination rules, but the team, Travis, has still determined that it works. And we just call it a perfect pairing. So it's something that you're putting together, it still works, but it's not something that follows the rules. And so there's your little shopping list for that. Well, I'm going to uncheck that one because I don't actually eat a lot of cereal. So I'm going to uncheck that. But I do want to explain this Egg Whites International. Some people go, ooh, gross. I would not want to have liquid egg whites in my cereal. There's barely any taste and you probably wouldn't even notice. So, but the reason that we say Egg Whites International is because it has been triple tested for salmonella poisoning, and we know that we trust it if you're using it without cooking it. That's the one we trust for that purpose, not just the carton you'd buy at the store. Okay, so I'm going to uncheck that one. All right, lunch, chocolate cheesecake. Wait a minute, chocolate cheesecake. 1 cup 000 yogurt. Ooh, with 1 package of Healthwise pudding. All right, that sounds really good. I am not a yogurt eater, but all of a sudden I have been into eating this 000 yogurt with some stuff called Carbolite in it. Carbolite is a product that's got, it's a yogurt. It's a dry yogurt, and I've been putting this little extra dry yogurt in this yogurt, and it's delicious. But what they're saying is that you could take 1 package of Healthwise pudding, put it in there. The reason that would be really good is because the Healthwise pudding has tons of protein in it. All right. So let me read this. Delicious. Combine 1 cup of Oikos 000 vanilla yogurt with 1 package of the Healthwise chocolate high protein pudding for a great coach mode meal. This is another coach mode meal. Coach mode meals are just simple. Count it as a category 1 in your journal. So it's really just a lean protein, and we can eat a lean protein by itself. 000 yogurt can be found at almost any grocery store, and the Healthwise high protein pudding is available for purchase in our Shibboleth store. And I think Dr. Jim showed y'all how to shop in the store on Thursday when I was out. I'm going to keep that one in there. Okay, Wendy's taco salad. All right, I can have half portion of the taco salad without sour cream and tortilla chips. Just the chili. I don't know why they called it chili. I'll have to look into that. I mean, wouldn't it be taco? Maybe they're calling chili the taco part. Anyway, no condiments may be added if you are having this as a coach mode meal. I'm curious about this, so I'm going to click this button. Taco salad. Okay, order the half portion without chips and sour cream. You may use up to 50 calories of approved dressing, keeping in mind that adding a lot of calories and condiments may affect the weight loss meter. Okay, so if you use lower calorie, you're going to keep that at like a -2 weight loss meter meal. All right. So you would journal this as a category 6 superfood and category 2 fibrous carb. Okay, that sounds good. So you, oh, well, sorry, this thing's acting funny. I'm going to keep that there because I've actually never tried that before. And that might be something that would, I find a new treasure this week. I'm going to broaden my horizons with that. Y'all, I'm into this treasure stuff because that's what we did on the weekly accountability meeting today. All right, Zaxby's traditional bone-in chicken wings. You may have as many Zaxby's or other chicken wings as will fit under one hand, and really no thicker than the thickest part of your hand. So you're not trying to like, ooh, let me see how many I can get under there. You may have celery or other category 2 vegetables with them if you'd like. Category 4 alone, so if you just ate the wings, they'd be a category 4 alone. If you added the category 2 vegetable or side salad, you would write that as a category 4 plus 2. So I'm actually going to leave that one on there, just because a lot of people do like chicken wings. I don't eat meat on a bone. That is just one of my weird little idiosyncrasies, if that's how you say that word. All right, dinners. Barbecue roast, grocery shopping list. Okay, that just looks good. So I'm going to keep that. All right, the next thing, beef and cheese cauliflower nachos. Beef and cheese over cauliflower nachos. Serve with a side of green beans for a yummy filling meal. Let me read this. Okay, 1 head of cauliflower, cooking spray, salt and pepper, paprika, leftover to die for beef roast from recipe, leftover to die for roast beef from recipe and resources, or okay, or use approved ground meat. Okay, so that was really cool that I just read that, because what they're showing you is that if you have some leftover to die for a roast, here's another meal that you can make with that the next day and change it up. That was actually a really great thing they wrote there. So we can put that in there. Y'all want me to leave that one in there? I actually would take it out. But there's nothing I dislike in there. I'm just not a big chef. So I would take this out. But this is what's so great about Shibboleth. It's called My Shibboleth because we teach you all the things that you can do. You get to make what's best for you. So I was going to take y'all's opinion. Y'all want me to leave that one in there? Since I didn't hear from anybody, I'm going to uncheck it. Oh, CC said no. Okay, we're taking it off. All right. Chicken cordon bleu. Okay. So I'm gonna leave that one in there just because we've got to leave some in there. Okay, but chicken cordon bleu, that sounds good. For me and my mind, when it comes to cooking, I would have to psych myself up to cook this, but some of y'all might not. Y'all might not be as afraid of cooking as me. Okay, so we're gonna leave that there. All right, snacks. Chocolate protein froyo. All right, the Chobani plain non-fat Greek yogurt with Hershey's unsweetened cocoa powder and a little bit of stevia. That sounds good for a snack. We'll leave that on there, okay? If you don't like it, you can uncheck it. And like I said, I hadn't even been into yogurt until this past month. In fact, I probably haven't eaten yogurt ever. I have, it just, like, I think I tasted it once and it seemed sour to me and I didn't like it. And then, but see, guess what? I am finding new treasures and I love it. Clean eating almond butter fudge. Okay, now I do like to cook that kind of stuff. Y'all can see where I'm going with my cooking, right? So I'm gonna leave that one there. It sounds good. Dannon light and fit Greek yogurt. I'm gonna uncheck that. I got enough yogurt on there. And then freebies, fried rice with quotes, air quotes, fried rice, and lo mein void replacements. I'm never going to do that, so I'm just going to uncheck that. But if you like that, then you can leave it checked. Steamed broccoli, I'm going to uncheck that. Sugar-free Jell-O, I'm going to leave that. Now, freebies, y'all, I rarely do a freebie. I typically eat breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And then if I need something, I'll do an extra and a snack. I just don't do freebies because I don't want to lean on freebies thinking they're technically unlimited. And so just keep doing them all the time. But in the beginning, whatever you do, do not give up a perfect day. Use a freebie as often as you need to so that you can remain an EFB, all right? Because that does make a difference. Okay, so now that we've chosen all of those things, I'm going all the way back to the top and I'm going to click Generate New Items. And it gave me a Canadian bacon strata. That's another breakfast thing. I actually don't mind cooking breakfast stuff, so I'm going to leave that in there. Crustless ham, cheese, and broccoli quiche. That was the one we chose. No cow bar. I had a no cow bar once. I didn't like it. I'm going to uncheck that. Okay, there's that chocolate cheesecake. Okay, we're going to leave all the lunches. The dinners. Okay, it gave me mozzarella stuffed chicken nuggets. That sounds good. We'll leave that. And then snacks, it added skinny pop popcorn. That sounds good. And then freebies, it gave me sauteed yellow squash. Now it says to do it in 100% MCT oil. I'm going to tell you right now, it is no longer a freebie. We need to change that. If you cook it in MCT oil, it's not a freebie. Spinach chips, I'm going to uncheck both of those. Okay, so the only things I unchecked were freebies. I'm going to click Generate New. And now I know the only thing I unchecked was those freebies. I'm going to go back down here. Raw cucumbers or cucumbers sprinkled with Bragg's apple cider vinegar and salt and pepper. Okay, I like that. And I'll just go ahead and leave that steamed broccoli on there just so that we can. I like broccoli. I just don't use it as a freebie. I'd want something more fun as a freebie. But the broccoli would be better for you, especially better than that sugar-free Jell-O. But anyway, we're going to go ahead and we're going to accept this. I'm going to go back all the way to the top. And I click Confirm. When I click confirm, it moves it over into, I can find it right here. Look, if I click on meal plans over there to the left. Oh, well, I'm not gonna worry about that right now. So it's got my breakfast and everything. If I click print, I can print it. Now, this is what's awesome about these meal plans. Once you've printed this, you can 3-hole punch it and you can use it in future weeks. You've got a meal plan, all right? And you can create these things over and over and over. But really, why I like to go in there is just to see what it says. Sometimes I just write things down out of there and use it. You can just print that and go to the grocery store. You could actually use this as a checkoff list as you go to the grocery store. Okay, let's see. Christy says, I've often wondered with this sophisticated website, can I have something from food library, recipe, coach mode meal, etc., auto-populate in my journal, or must I manually enter? Okay, so let me show you something. I'm going to my journal and I'm going to, let's see, this morning for breakfast, I had, if I learn, Christy, you're going to have to type something. It won't auto-generate that. Here's why. Everybody's not eating the same things. It is just, it doesn't auto-populate like that. But if you start typing in the things that you eat the same way, then it'll work. So let's say that I had 1/3 of a hemp bar. Did you see? Look, all those things auto-populated. So now all I've got to go down. In fact, once I learned, I don't need to specifically be typing in almond. I don't, because it just gave me all those options. I quit typing in all of that and I just started typing in 1/3 of a hemp bar. Okay, and then this was a meal replacement. See how all of those different things I've typed in over the years popped up? There you go, there's that. So that's how you can do that. You do have to have in your profile right over here, in your profile, I'm looking for something. I just clicked on preferences right there, auto complete. So go into your profile, click on preferences, and then make sure that that auto complete box is checked, and then hit save. So then what you want to do is if you're eating some of the same meals over again, just start to remember how you typed them. That'll auto populate and you can just pick it. Hopefully that'll help you, Christy. Okay. Did y'all like the meal plan generator? Patricia, if you're still watching on Facebook, give me a thumbs up if you like that meal plan generator, because that is one of the features of a membership. So once you have generated a meal plan, you know where meal plans can be found and all of that. Because look, right over here, this is where they're found once you aren't in Fast Track anymore. Now, the Fast Track laps are always going to be there. You can go back to those as often as you need to. And there are people who will redo the Fast Track once a month just to make sure that they're remembering everything. And they know that this is so important that they just come back over and over and over, because you really cannot hear this enough. I had 49 years of habits to change. I've been doing Shibboleth now a little over 2 years. And I'm very thankful that I have retrained my brain. I coach myself constantly, and it comes from the immersion of myself in this lifestyle. Okay. So if y'all have questions, please make sure that you ask them, because I'm going to go over 2 things and wrap up. But if you've got questions, I want to answer them. So if you've been through Fast Track this week and you still feel like you need some extra help or some other guidance, or you feel like you kind of need a diet, because what Shibboleth is, it's an education to teach you, then you could check out the 21-day challenge. I really did enjoy the 21-day challenge when I first started. In fact, my neighbors asked my son, because I kept telling them I wasn't eating with them. I would come down and hang out with them, but I've already eaten. And one day when I wasn't with them, they asked my son, how often does your mom do that 21-day challenge? And he said, every 21 days. It was so funny. Okay, so check out the 21-day challenge. If you have completed all of the steps in each lap of Fast Track, great job. Okay, thank you for hanging out with me this week, all of you. If you have diligently completed each step in each lap of Fast Track, you should have many meal options to choose from to get you started. But I want to say, once we've been through Fast Track, there is nothing wrong with going through it again next week, because you're just collecting meal ideas. You're collecting meal ideas so that you can put that into play with your 5 daily disciplines each day, the 5 components of the shield. Okay, so you should have a lot of meal options to get started. But if you are wanting a challenge to get started, this is the best challenge to help you get great results. You're going to watch the video that's in the link here, and then you'll follow the little rules that the video gives you. And then after 21 days, you're going to get a 21-day self-mastery badge. Then every single time in the future, you have 21 perfect days. You can do it as an official challenge, or you can just have 21 perfect days. The number will increase on your badge. Okay, so we're going to click here, and I wanted to show you where this is. You actually are ending up going to another little, we call this our staging website, because our website, like Christy said, is very sophisticated, and not everything that we do goes on there first. Some things get staged here. This login it doesn't match your login for the Shibboleth website, the main one. But what I did was I just used the same thing. Okay, so I'm going to click login, and there I am. I already had created. If you need to go there and you need to create that, you can create that username and password. It's not necessarily the same one for the main website, but I used the same login. Okay, so we come right here. This will actually, you can print the list. Okay. or you can just look at it here and write down what you want. So the concept behind the 21-day challenge is that you pick 21 foods from this list and you eat from those 21 foods for 7 days. And then you could pick another 21 foods if you wanted to change it up. And then you do that for another 7 days. And then you do it for another 7 days, and you have 21 days. And it says that you could lose 21 pounds. Let me explain that. That is if you are in your very first start at Shibboleth and that you're at least 210 pounds, because that's where the 10% would come from. Okay. But it really just depends on how much weight you have to lose. I mean, we have people that start off at over 400 pounds, they're gonna have great results like that. I lost in my first month 18.5 pounds. I started off at 185.5. Okay, so that's where that 21 comes from. But no matter what, you are going to have results in relation to where you start. All right. So you would click here where it says video and just watch one of these videos. All these videos are just different ones that Travis has done over the years, to like a little orientation anytime we were officially doing it. But now we just say, hey, watch the video. We're going to get one of these started. Sometimes we officially have a 21-day challenge going, and sometimes we don't. But it doesn't matter whether or not we have an official one going. You can determine on your own that you're going to do it yourself and just do it. But Travis will go over the rules in one of those videos that you choose, or you can click here on rules. I would say and you click here on rules, you click here, and it's going to bring up the rules, and you just read the rules and you follow them. And that would kind of give you more like a diet to follow. Not that, we don't want you to think this as a diet, because if we don't correct our thinking about eating and we don't learn the new things we should be eating, it just goes back the other way. I mean, I don't want to scare anybody, but this is an education that we need. But we give you all the tools, the fun, and everything that you need. We could not try more to motivate you, teach you, keep you engaged than I don't think there's any other program out there like this that tries as hard as we do. So, but that 21-day challenge would be good. If you don't feel like you need the 21-day challenge, just go ahead and check that box and just know that it's there if you want it. Okay. But otherwise, you can just start eating and do it. All right, your next big step, let's read this. Your next big step is to earn your pink Shibboleth t-shirt. All right, let me get this badge. Let me show you these. Okay, so in lap 2, the last task in lap 2 was for you to take the fast track quiz. And you see, you're going to get this badge, okay, the fast track, and it says complete, but it's really not. You get the badge, but what it does is it opens up the full food library, recipe library, and restaurant guide for you to be able to complete laps 3 through 7. Okay, that's why this is at the end of lap 2. So that's your first badge that you pretty much will ever earn on Shibboleth. Okay, doing that. You want that to get your full food library, recipe library, and restaurant guide. Then, after you've done fast track, we want you to know that continued education is important. I don't know what field of work you are in, but I'm sure that you have heard the term CEU, Continuing Education Unit, or continuing education, CEs. But we always need to be continuing to learn. And the next thing you're going to do is you're going to watch the original Daily Doses by Travis, okay? And once you've watched the original Daily Doses by Travis, which you get to them by clicking on your next big step, it'll take you right to them. Once you've watched his little videos, then you take his test, you earn this phase 1 foundation badge, all right? After you have earned that badge and you have journaled for 30 consecutive days and you've lost 10% of your starting body weight, this badge will pop up in your account. You click on the badge, you verify your address, and you pick your size, and they will mail you your pink 10% shirt. Men typically get a white one. Let us know, though, that you need a white one. And ladies get pink. I mean, if a man wants to get the pink one, that's fine too. But typically we send white for men, pink for ladies. But you can get whatever color you want. But you get this, all right? This is exciting to earn. I'm going to give you a tip about ordering your size. Get a size down. You are not finished losing weight. Even if that shirt is tight on you when you get it, you're going to want it to be smaller as you continue to lose weight. All right. So get a size down. And if it doesn't quite fit at that, you call it hashtag goal shirt, but you're going to get into that. Okay. So that's what you continue to do. And we put those fun things into play. I don't think mine shrunk, CC, when I washed it. Now, I do not typically dry my t-shirts, my Shibboleth ones anyway, because I love them and I want to take care of them. But I'm not sure what it is. I got on a Shibboleth shirt now. What's that say? No, I don't know. I don't know, CC. I will have to, I don't know. You can ask that. Ask that on the Shibboleth public page. I mean, not the public page, the silver group. Ask that in the Facebook group. A lot of people will let you know that, okay? Because I don't know. But we do know that, once you get through fast track, people are like, what's my next step? This is your next step. Watching Travis's original daily doses, passing the test and earning this, journal for 30 consecutive days. And then after you've lost 10% of your body weight, this is going to pop up. Now I'm going to click here just to show you what it looks like when you get over to that. You click there. There's the original daily doses. You can also find them by clicking right here on this videos and print material. But I want to tell you a tip about clicking on videos and print material. I have it automatically set up to go to the silver level library in the fast track, that link. But if you click here, if you have a Tiger's Eye membership, it's going to pop over into your highest level of membership. Do you see these little tabs right here? Well, do you see how the Tiger's Eye tab is a little bit higher? That means because you're in that tab. But if you want to go back to the original daily doses, the silver, it's being the silver. Now you can see how the silver one, it's a little bit harder to see because it's two light colors on top of each other. But that silver one is now a little bit higher. You're in that video library now. And then you're going to watch these videos. When you get here for the very first time, these links are blue. But once you watch these and you click yes, that you've watched it, it'll change it to green. That way you'll know where you are when you come back in here. I watched these videos over a course of about 3 nights, and then I took the test. And there's the test right there. And then once you pass that, you earn this badge here. And then you just start journaling and you'll start losing weight. And then when the time comes, that little pink shirt badge will pop up in there. And look, I made this the other day. Shibboleth works because I was using it for another event. Okay, so that is a wrap up of the fast track. Did y'all enjoy this week? If you are watching on Facebook, please know that we would love to have you become a member. This lifestyle will teach you everything that you need to know to either not get in the spot where you are desperate to return from, or it'll help you get out of a spot where you're desperate to return from. You can get a membership at shibbolethdeals.com. The current membership is $99 for a year, and you get all the levels, meaning fast track, the journey level, and the Tiger's Eye level. So normally it's just the fast track and journey level, but right now you also get the Tiger Eye level at $99 for the year. So we would love to have you join Shibboleth. Let's see. Good, CC. I'm glad that you liked it. That's awesome. That is awesome. So right now, Dr. Jim, you're welcome, Phyllis. I'm so glad I didn't know you were here, Phyllis. I'm glad you're here. Right now, Dr. Jim is going to be presenting the How I Overcame Food Addiction and Lost Weight webinar. And just to kind of give you a tip, how do you overcome something? Well, the reason that we have a problem is we didn't have the education we needed. We didn't have the structure that we needed, and we didn't have the accountability that we needed. How do you remedy? You get the education, you put into play the structure, and you use the accountability features. That's how you overcome. It does not overcome like that. It overcomes by choosing to do the right thing daily long enough that it becomes your new habits. We got a massive amount of unlearning to do, and it's going to be fun because we are going to put it in and we get to eat. We get to eat while we unlearn. So thank you for being here with me. If you want to go over to Dr. Jim, I'm going to go back and share my screen one time more to show you how to get there. Click on this pink online webinars tab. The reason I'm encouraging you to go over to if you're a Shibboleth member, to go over here, you get credit for participating in live webinars if you do it through the Zoom room. See, we don't know who participates on Facebook. It wouldn't be able to couldn't keep up with that. But if you come over here, it's going to, right here, Saturday, How I Overcame Food Addiction and Lost Weight. You click register, takes you to that, and you actually get registered for all of them every night. That way it reminds you in an email to go there. So, but if you spend at least 20 minutes in that, then you get credit for being there. If you're like Patricia and you are checking us out on Facebook, please head over. It might be on this page right after this. So y'all have a great day. Y'all have a happy Sunday and Father's Day tomorrow. And if you did not participate in the Mac Daddy webinar, it is tomorrow night. That is the Shibboleth Lifestyle Overview. Okay, so register for that, and we're going to have a lot of fun doing this together. You're welcome, Christy. You're welcome. Bye, everybody. Have a good night.